Oh my God. Is it over? Are stocks done crashing? Tesla had its best day in 11 years in a blowout quarter. And here's what's interesting. Have a look at this pattern because it's the one we've been tracking for a while. We have 3 red days in a row, followed by a green day. If this pattern plays out and we break that inside bar bullish, which is exactly what happened right here before our last expansion to new all-time highs, hey, the market looks pretty good. And as of right now, if we look here to a weekly chart, if we close green tomorrow, it means we're going to have another failed breakdown on the weekly. This is bullish if we get follow through. Last one happened right here. Basically the same pattern we're looking for on the daily chart, just with a different perspective because we're looking at a weekly. All right, so a lot to go through today. Tesla had a blowout earnings report. They beat earnings and the bulls were looking for a win. Specifically, part of the reason why I got in went down all the way down to a monthly higher low. And oh my God, did it go up? I got a lot for you today. So please make sure you watch through all the way until the end. The most important thing for me here as I look through is that they talked about a golden carrot. Here you go, right? Investors got the golden carrot. They got investors who wanted something, got better than expected profit and guidance for growth in deliveries. All right. And then there was one thing here. It's just about low expectations. Oh my God, the low bar. Yes, expectations were so low. Exactly. So they were able to beat and pull out a win. There we go. I want to play this quick clip now.
Things as well as heating. So they're preparing for that. But one word that constantly comes up, Sarah, from people who have actually tried it is magical. It seems to just surpass the experience of it, any kind of expectations or skepticism that they may have had previously. Be interesting to see if that translates. Of course, San Francisco is, has a lot of first adopters, tech forward community here. See if that translates in a place, like Arizona, where it is rolling out.
So why does that part matter? Well, it matters because we're thinking about innovators, early adopters. Again, San Francisco is early adopters when it comes to tech. So if the reason why I'm so bullish on this Tesla number is because, oh my God, AI might really be real. And we're seeing more evidence of it now. So that's why I'm saying, again, a little bit tongue in cheek, is it finally over? Did we survive the stock market crash of October of 2024? Hey, we're going to find out in the rearview mirror, but let's keep pushing forward because we have more supporting evidence just from today.
How far along is AI in its life? Again, if we're anthropomorphizing here, is it a child? Is it an adolescent? Where is it?
It's more like a toddler, maybe like a 3-year-old.
Let's imagine.
All right. So if I'm confusing you, please just bear with me because he said 3 years old. All right. That would be us crossing over from innovators into early adopters where we get a bigger chunk of the distribution. And this is basically the same thing we heard here, right? Early adopters turning into innovators. Innovators turning into early adopters. What this basically means is that we're very early into this potential bull run. Tesla had its best day in 11 years, likely adding over $150 billion in market cap in one day. Elon likes to go big. Look at this headline here. Treasuries plunge like it's 1995. So if it's 1995, how late are we into this party? Well, remember, we talked about how ChatGPT was founded in November of 2022. That's roughly 2 years from today. So 1995 plus 2 years. Hey, we still got 2 years left to party. Let's go. Think about when you're actually going to see robo-taxis and stuff on the roads. That's going to be next year. When are you going to have your Apple AI phone? Well, that's going to be sometime later this year, next year. Have a look here too, because now this is reminiscent of something we have to go back to last year for. So now that we're 1,100 points higher, I'm going to ask you for a huge favor. Could you please consider smashing that thumbs up or subscribing to the channel? I would greatly appreciate that. So if now we go back to December of last year, I talked about how Chips lead tech and tech lead spy. Don't fight the Fed. Pause is bullish. Pivot is to be determined. Blue skies are bullish. Hey, that turned out to be perfect. And right now, we have to pay attention to these stocks because 5 stocks, 3 days, $12 trillion in market cap. Buckle up for earnings. Oh my goodness. All right, so $12 trillion. Are they going to beat or what are they going to do? All right, let's find out. Apple beat. This number is a beat over the consensus. It's a whisper. We'll find out what guidance and the net reaction is as well. Amazon, it's a beat. All right, Microsoft, it's a beat, but it's only 2 cents. So for all 3 of those, it looks like it's going to be good. Also, NVIDIA, OMG. Here's something that's a little bit funny. So if we look to NVIDIA, high, higher, new all-time high. And the jacket's back. So do you remember when Jensen said Blackwell demand was insane? Well, that's basically what he's talking about here. Here he's in a fireside chat with Mukesh Ambani and Jensen Huang. So I haven't listened to the whole thing yet, but oh my goodness, it appears like things are pretty good. All right, now let's talk about what could go bad. Right now we're sitting here at 63 for fear and greed. And the important thing is that we've now back tested and actually went down to 62, which is a back test of our previous high here at 63. We want to advance. We want to at least maintain where we are. In other news around the world, the BRICS met. There was also the B20 over in Brazil, but Xi and Modi breakthrough followed months of pressure by Indian CEOs. Hyundai recently had their IPO over in India. So as of right now, it looks like this is working, right? These guys are happy. It's their first time meeting in, I think, in 2 years. All right. And then finally, good news is good. So everything looks like it's actually pretty good right now. More news from NVIDIA. One of their suppliers, SK Hynix, posts record quarterly profit as AI boom drives demand. So as of right now, it looks like stocks are on a preset course, right? They're on autopilot, maybe even full self-driving. So let's look at a couple of charts to really round it out here. As of right now, we're bullish. It's a matter of how bullish. Have a look at what happens right here on this exact apex, which means where our uptrend meets resistance, or basically where the lines meet, or a crossroads. What day is it? Oh my God, it's November 5th. That's right, November 5th. Do you know what happens on November 5th? If you don't, it's time to wake up. Let's zoom out for a second here, because if we go back to 2020, and we look at the same date back here, OMG, October 5th, 2020. What happened? We got a win, like I just showed you on Tesla. We went mega, mega big up. So that's it for today's video. Don't have too much to go through. I encourage you to watch the video on the left. If not, subscribe on the right, and I'll see you on tomorrow's video. Thanks so much.